Thank you all. Now, okay. Hamza, are you with me?
Yes.
Hamza, copy
Yes.
my email, please. Copy it.
Okay.
Hamza,
Yes, yes.
creative,
Yes.
math,
Math.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
4, 5
at gmail.com.
Finished.
Done here, creative math. Don't forget this E, huh?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, guys. Today, inshallah, we'll take lesson 3, write algebraic expressions. All of you, open your books, page 277. And please look here, please. Look here. Now, what we did in the previous lesson, guys, we did something we call it numerical expressions, right? And something like 2 plus 3 power 2 multiply 4 minus 1, for example. This we call it a numerical expression because everything here is numbers. Everything here are numbers, okay? Now, and we said we start always with the brackets, parentheses. Then this is step 1. Step 2, we said we do exponents. Step 3, we said multiply or divide. And the step 4, we said plus or minus, okay? Now, this is what we did in the previous lesson. This we call it a numerical expression because it have all numbers here. Now, today we'll talk about something we call it algebraic expression. Algebraic expression. What's the algebraic expression, guys? Algebraic expression. And focus with me, guys, for these concepts. Algebraic expression, guys, it is an expression with variables. So what's the algebraic expression? It is an expression with variables. What is the variable? What is the variable? It is unknown value. Again, algebraic expression, it is an expression with variables or variable, it's okay. Now, what is the variable? It is unknown value. How we know that we are dealing with a variable? A variable is denoted by English letter, guys, like X, Y, Z, M, T, L, H, any English letter. In math, we call it variable. Any English letter in math, we call it variable. Like when I say Y plus 4, for example. Y plus 4, we don't know the value of Y, so it is unknown. It is unknown value. But when I say 3 plus 4, they are known values. I know the 3, I know the 4. It's okay. So this is a numerical expression. But here, Y plus 4, it is algebraic expression. Algebraic because it has unknown value, the variable Y. We don't know the value of Y. So we don't know the value of this. Like when I say M divided by 3. Do we know the value of M? No. So what we call M, we call it variable. We call it variable, okay? Variable means something unknown. We don't know the value of it. So any unknown value in math, we call it variable. And any expression with variable, we call it algebraic expression, okay? Now, the next step or the next term we'll talk about is how we deal with the operations. اللي هم multiply. We have 4 operations, plus, minus, multiply, and divide, right? Let's start with the plus. How we deal with the plus in the algebraic expression. When I say a number a number more than, or added to, or increased by. Look, guys, add, increased, more, all of them talked about the addition. A number more than مثلا 5. How we write it? Do we know the number? No. A number. Of which number? We don't know. So it is what? It is unknown value. When I say a number means unknown value, I don't know the number. A number more than 5 means this number plus 5. A number added to 5 means this number plus 5. A number increased by 5 means this number plus 5. But what's the number? We don't know the number, so it is unknown. What is the unknown value? It is variable. How we write variables in math? We use English letters. So how we deal with this sentence here? We say, مثلا, for example, y plus 5. Y plus 5. A number added to 5. Okay? For example, the subtraction. I say a number subtracted by 8. How we deal with this? A number, do we know the number? No. So let's say the number is m, for example. Any letter. We can use x, y, z, any letter. m minus 8. M minus 8. The subtraction, we can use the word less than, like, for example, a number less than 9. Do we know the number? No. So it is unknown value. So how I will deal with this? Less than means subtraction. More than means addition. But if we have less than, and the number, let's say, for example, k, a number, I don't know what's the number. We don't say k minus 9. We say 9 minus k. So if we have the word less than, guys, we do the opposite. A number less than 9 means 9 minus the number. But otherwise, in the more than, no, a number more than 5, y plus 5. Adi. Okay? But in the word less than, just we do the opposite. Type. How we deal with multiplication. And the multiplication, guys, it's very important here, and please be careful. When I take a look to this means subtraction. When I take a look to this means addition. The multiplication, guys, the multiplication sign in math, we don't write it. We don't write it in algebra, I mean. Like when I say a number times in math means what? Times in math means what? Multiply. A number times 4. But what's the number? We don't know the number. It is unknown value. What's the unknown value? It is variable. How we represent the variable? An English letter. Let's say h. H multiply 4. We don't write h multiply 4. No, don't write this. The multiplication sign in math, we don't write it, guys. In algebra, I mean. Okay? When we write it, if we have two numbers, like 2 multiply 5, I write the multiply. But a number multiply variable, no, we don't write. We can use the dot or nothing. But nothing, we don't write h4, we write 4h. 4h. When I say 4h, I mean 4 multiply h. This is very important, guys. So if there is nothing, look here. Here we have subtraction between the variable and the number, so it is subtraction. Here I have addition between the number, the unknown number and the number, so it's addition. Here we have nothing. There is nothing between the number and the variable, so we are talking about multiplication. So if there is nothing between the number and the variable, it is 4h. 4h means 4 multiply h, but we don't write multiply between the number and the variable. Like, for example, when I say 8f, 8f, nothing between 8 and f. طب 8 plus f, طب 8 minus f, طب 8 divided by f, or 8 over f. Look, here addition, here subtraction. Here, division. But here, there is nothing between the variable. Means 8 multiply by f. Multiply by f. Okay? This is how we deal with the operations when we write, when we don't write. Type. Now we have something, we call it term. Term. What's the term, guys? Look here. If I have this, for example, 5k plus 8 minus 9k plus 4. Look here. 5k means 5 multiply k plus 8 minus 9k. 9k means 9 multiply k plus 4. Do we know the value of k? No, we don't know the value of k. So we don't know the value of all of this because we have unknown value. Now, what is the term, guys? The term separated by addition or subtraction. So this, we call it term. Term. This 8, we call it term. This 9k or minus 9k, we call it term. Let's be positive. It's okay. This 4, we call it term. So what's the term? The term is separated by the addition or the subtraction sign. It's okay. So how many terms we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. 4 terms. So what is the term? The term is separated by the addition or the subtraction sign. Now, we have something also. We call it like terms. Like terms. Like terms means terms with the same variable and power. Look here. What is the like terms, guys? Terms with the same variable and power. Terms with the same variable and power. Let's go back here. 5k and 9k. They have the same variable, kk, right? kk. What's the power of the k? We have no power, right? Means 1. We said that if there is no power, it means 1. And here also, no power. So they have the same power. So 5k and 9k, we call them like terms. So 5k and 9k, we call them like. Focus, guys. We call them like terms because they have the same variable and the same power. Type. How about the numbers? If we have the numbers alone, here we have 8 without k. Here we have 4 without variable. So the 4 has no variable and the 8 has no variable. At this case, also the numbers together are like. The numbers alone are like terms. Like terms, okay? Type. Now we have something, we call it, and it's important, guys, coefficients. And we have something, we call it constants. Constants. Constant. Okay, guys? We have 2 words, and these 2 words are very important. So we have term. What's the term? The term, anything separated by addition. What's the like terms? Are the terms with the same variable and same power. Okay? Type. What is the coefficients, guys? The coefficient, it's the number which is multiplied by the variable. A number besides the variable. What is the variable here? We have k. What's the number beside it? 5. So what we call the 5? We call it coefficient. So here we have 5 coefficient. But here we have another variable, k. What's the number multiplied with it? It is 9. So the 9 also, we call it coefficient. So what are the coefficients? are the numbers which are stick with the variable, multiplied with the variable, like 5k, 9k. The 5 alone, we call it coefficient. The 5k, we call it term. The 5 alone, we call it coefficient. The k, we call it variable. The 5 coefficient, k variable. So here 9k. Why 8 is not a coefficient? Because it has no variable beside it. Why the 4 is not coefficient? Because it has no variable beside it. It is not multiplied with a variable. It is 8 alone. What are the constants? Are the numbers alone. So 8 and 4, 8 and 4, we call them constants. Constants. And the 5 with the 9, we call them coefficients. Coefficients. Let's take whole example about these ideas. And focus with me here, guys. Focus with me. Now, if I say this term or this algebraic expression like 5m plus 2 plus 9m plus 3 plus 7m, for example. Look here. I have what we call this algebraic expression. We call it algebraic expression, okay? Now, why algebraic? Because it has variables. But if we like this, do we have variables? No. What we call it? Numerical, which we did in the previous lesson, numerical expressions. Here, what we call it? Algebraic expression, because it has variables. It has variable. Okay. Now, how many terms we have? How many terms we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 terms. We have 5 terms. We said the terms separated by the addition sign. So this one is a term. 5 terms. What are the 5 terms? أول إشي 5m, 2, 9m, 3, 7m. These are the 5 terms. Type. What are the like terms? What are the like terms? Like terms, here we said the like terms which have the same variable and exponent. Type. Where are the terms with the same variable? 5m, 9m, 7m. So 5m, 9m, with 7m, what we call them together? Like terms. How about the numbers? 2 and 3. The numbers together, we call them also like terms. So 2 and 3, we call them like terms. Okay? These are the like terms. What are the coefficients? Coefficients. What are the coefficients and what are the constants? Look here, guys, and focus. We said the coefficient are the numbers which besides the variable. So here 5m, the 5 coefficient. 2, it has m? No, so 2 is not coefficient. 9m, the 9 coefficient. 3, it has m? No, so 3 is not coefficient. 7m, the 7 is coefficient. So 5 and 9 and 7, what we call them? Coefficients. So 5 or 9 or 7, because they have m besides each other, so we call them coefficients. What is the constants? The numbers without variable. The numbers without variables. 2 and 3, what we call them? Constants. Constants. Constants, the numbers without variable. Coefficients, the numbers with the variable, multiplied with the variable. Like terms, any terms with the same variable. And the numbers together also we call them like. How many terms we have? We count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms, and here they are. Here they are. Okay? So I will revise هيك على السريع. What is the algebraic expression, guys? It's expression with variables. What is the variable? The unknown value. How we know it? English letter. English letter. Okay. How we represent the operations? The addition, we write it. عادي, we write addition. The subtraction, we write it. But the multiplication, we don't write it. We don't write it. Focus. When I say 8K, means 8 multiply, but we don't write multiply here. Okay? Multiply K. The division also, we write it. What is the term separated by addition? What is the like terms? The like terms are the terms with the same variable and same power. What is the coefficient? The numbers with the variables, 5 and 9. What is the constants? The numbers without variables, 8 and 4. This is what we call it, guys, the algebraic expression. Now, what we did here, guys, it is the basics. Basics of what? Of something you will take more about it in grade 7 called algebra. 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 You will take a whole book called algebra. These things, guys, are the basics. You need to know it to be good in algebra. What's the variable? What's the term? What's the coefficient? What's the constant? How many terms we have? How we deal with them? عرفت? So, what is the unknown value? It is the variable. What's the variable? It is any English letter. We can use any English letter, okay? What else? This is all for sure. Now, if you don't have, if you have any questions about what I'm talking about here, put your hands. If you have any questions, put your hands. طيب. I have Shukri, Utamim, Muhsin, Ubay. I will start with Shukri. Yeah.
Teacher, I didn't understand the something that it's named coefficients, and I have another question.
طيب. Let's start with the coefficients. What is the coefficient? It is the number which is multiplied with the variable. Got it?
Like 5K?
Not 5K. 5 alone. 5, what we call it?
Coefficients.
5 لحالها. Okay? The 9 alone, what we call it?
Coefficients.
Why? Because they have variable.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Now, if they don't have variable, like 8, do we have variable beside it?
No.
So what we call it?
Constants.
Constant. Got it?
Yeah.
So look
Teacher,
here.
I have another question.
Wait.
Okay,
Understand more. Look here. What are the coefficients? The 5, the 9,
and
the
7.
What are the constants? The
2
and the 3. Got it?
Yeah.
Else?
Teacher, I have another question.
خلص.
Teacher, how we can solve this? How we can do the solution of
Later
it?
on. Later on. At this class, I want you to only to understand these concepts like terms, coefficient, how many terms, how we write, how we read, what's the variable. This is what I want from you now. Later on, step by step, we will do more about algebraic expression. We will calculate, we will solve equations later on. But at this period, I want you to know the basics. These are the basics, okay?
Yes, thank you very much.
After Shukri, we have Tamim.
Yes, Mister.
Your question.
Can you open your... Yeah. Yes, Mister. Like you say here that we have 5 terms. Yes, why? What did you mean by that? We have 5 terms because we have 5m and 2. How 2 becomes a term? Or
2, it's separated by addition, right?
Yeah.
So we call it a term. 5m, a term. 9m, a term. 3, a term. 7m, a term. How many terms we have?
We have 5.
5 terms. Look here. 8 plus 3W. How many terms we have?
We have only 2.
2 terms. This is term, this is term.
Yeah.
What is the coefficient?
3.
3. What is the constant?
8.
Got it?
Yeah. Thank you.
Else.
Yes, Mr. Okay. Okay, Mr. There is numbers that they are not terms, or all of the numbers are terms.
لا ما في شيء بالالجبريك expression not term.
Okay.
ما في يعني 2 this 2 alone is a term.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
يلا طيب أبي.
Sir, yes. In the beginning, I didn't understand, but now today we have only to learn their names,
the names, what's the like terms, coefficients only. بس هذا اللي بدي إياه منك. Okay.
Now I understand.
Good boy.
First I get confused.
Wait يا أبي. عدنان.
يا مستر هدول أصلا لون حل ولا شو؟
Mr. Speak in English first, then what's your question?
Does this have answers?
Answers?
Yes.
Answers for what?
Does the terms have answers or no?
Answers for what, Mr.?
For these questions.
What's the question here? How many terms? You will answer me 5 terms. I will ask you, what are the like terms? You will answer me 5m, 9m, 7m together, 2 and 3. I will ask you, what are the coefficients? You will answer me
5,
the number
9, 7.
7. I will ask you, what are the constants? You will answer me
2 and 3.
Yes.
But what is that 8 plus 3W?
This, we call it coefficient. Algebraic expression. Later on, ya Adnan, later on, and I think in the next period, in the next lesson, look here, ya Adnan. Adnan.
Yes.
Look here. T plus 8.
Yes.
Do we know the value of T?
No.
Answer me. Do we know the value of T?
No.
So
No.
this has no solution. We cannot say equal something because I don't know the value of T, right? Get it? But if I want you, if I ask you, or if I tell you that T equal 5, can we answer this now?
Yes.
I will put in place of T what?
5.
5. Now 5 plus 8.
5 plus 8. It's
13.
13.
So if I give you the value of the variable, yes, you can calculate. But without this, can we calculate?
No.
خلاص. Got it?
Yes.
When we will do this in the next class, okay?
Okay.
But today, I want you, as I told Mr. I think Shukri or Ubay, this day or this lesson, I want you to deal with these concepts only. What is the like term? What's the coefficient? What's the variable? What's the constant? Like that, okay?
Yes.
Good boy. I think now we are done. Now let's go to the book and read something there. Yeah. I want something to read, guys. I want someone to read, not something. ها مين معاه؟ بدي واحد يقرأ قراءة حلوة. ها حمزة يلا يا حمزة روح. Guys, all of you now, Hamza, are you with me?
Yes.
Yalla ya Hamza. All of you guys, go to the book. Please, guys, please go there. Go to the book, page 277. 277. Now see all of this board, guys. All of this board are summarized here. Summarized here. So, مين معي حمزة?
Yes, yes.
It started from here. Algebra. Read.
Algebra is a branch.
Wait, ya Hamza. Hamza, wait. Guys, all of you, go to page 277 on this word algebra and read with your friend. Yalla ya Hamza.
Algebra is a branch of mathematics that use symbols. A variable is a symbol, usually a letter used to represent a number. An algebraic expression is a combination of variables, numbers, and at least one operation. For example, the expression n plus 2 represents the sum of an unknown number and 2. In this case, n is the variable. Any letter can be used as a variable, but the letter x is commonly used. To avoid
commonly, guys, wait ya Hamza. Commonly used, guys, means we use the letter x too much. Look here, guys. The variable x, we use it in math so much. That's why we don't write the multiplication sign, because the multiplication sign similar for the letter x, right? So we don't write the multiplication sign. This in math, in algebra, is x, not multiplication sign. Continue.
Is commonly used. To avoid confusion with x as a multiplication symbol, multiplication is shown in other ways. Division can also be written in different ways.
Look here, guys. 5, read.
5 times the variable x.
Look here, how we write it? 5 dot x, 5 bracket x, and 5x. We don't write, look here, guys. We don't, يا مستر في عندك صوت. معلش في ازعاج عندك. Sorry. Look here, guys. We don't write 5 multiply x. 5 multiply x. We don't do that. We write it 5 multiply x like this. 5 multiply nothing x. 5 nothing x. 5 multiply x. But if you want to write multiply, it will be like this, which is wrong. Okay? That's why in math, we don't write the multiplication sign. Okay? Right. And here down, guys, we have the division and the twice. The word twice, guys, here in the third one, 5 times twice. What is the twice? Here. What is the twice, guys? The twice means multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. Okay? Multiply by 2. When you see the word twice, it's a special word, means you multiply by 2. Like when I say twice, twice f. شو يعني twice f? يعني 2 multiply f, 2f. Twice m. يعني 2 multiply m, 2m. Okay? So the word twice only for multiplying with 2 only. For multiplying with 2 only. That's all for today, guys. Please re-study this page again. And if you miss any information, please, guys, watch the video again. This video. Watch it again and again. Do not miss. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll do exercises, how we use these new concepts. Thank you so much. And who is recording? Hamza, thank you. Try to send it now in my email after you download it. Goodbye.